The next concept which we are going to discuss here is yield to maturity. Yield indicates return which we are going to get till maturity. If at all we are purchasing one bond and holding it till its maturity, whatever the return that we get, that is considered as yield to maturity. So yield to maturity is basically calculated as trial and error method. So trial and error method, as we have discussed in the earlier problem, that KD is equals to YTM. So YTM is nothing but KD. In the value of the bond, knowing that KD is calculation of YTM. So I1 by 1 plus KD to the power 1, I2 by 1 plus KD to the power 2, like that, plus IN by 1 plus KD to the power N, and the redemption value which we get on maturity. So calculating this KD. So we'll put a rate and randomly we'll select one rate and we'll continue with that. Means till the right hand side equals to left hand side, and then that rate is considered as yield to maturity. So by way of trial and error method, we are supposed to value yield to maturity like that. But here we are going with one shortcut method which is also considered as AYTM, that is approximation yield to maturity method. Means approximately you will get the same rate, according to which AYTM is equals to, or YTM is equals to I plus F minus P by N. The redemption value, or where you are going to, at what price you are going to sell your security or bond, that is F. The price you have purchased is P. N indicates number of years to maturity, by F plus P by 2, or I plus F minus P by N by 0.6 F plus 0.4 P. So both the ways we can calculate approximation YTM method, but majority we will use the averaging method. I plus F minus P by N by F plus P by 2. So now let's go with the problem. A rupees 1000 par value bears a coupon rate of 14%. So coupon rate I is equals to 14% on 1000 rupees, and it matures after 10 years. N is equals to 10 years maturity. Interest is payable semi-annually. Compute the value of the bond if the required rate of return is 16%. So first step, we have to calculate the value of the bond where the interest is paid semi-annually and the rate of interest is 14% per annum. Number of years to maturity is 10 years. Next, after completion of value of bond, he has asked us to determine the YTM if it is purchased for rupees 1100 and is held till its maturity by an investor. So now taking or calculating the value of the bond, so we know the formula, that is I by 2 PVIF KD by 2 comma 2N plus FA into PVIF KD by 2 comma 2N. So interest is 14% on 1000 rupees, that is 140 rupees. 140 by 2 is 70 rupees. N is equals to 10 years and 2N is equals to 2 into 10, that is 20 years. KD is equals to 16%, KD by 2 is equals to 16 by 2, that is equals to 8%. So simply distributing these values in the given formula, 70 into PVIFA 8%, 20 years, plus 1000 into PVIF 8%, 20 years. So by going to or checking in the PVIFA table values, 8% 20 years, its value is 9.818, And by going to PVIF table value, we got 8% 20 years, its value is 0.215. So 70 into 9.818, its value is 687.26 plus 1000 into 0.215, its value is 215. So the value of the bond, if interest is paid semi-annually, it is equals to 902.26. As interest is less than KD, or required rate of return, so the value of the bond is less than face value. I am repeating it. So next he asked us about to calculate yield to maturity. So we know interest, we know the redemption value, we know N. So what is P? P is the price at which it has been purchased. So it is purchased at 1100 rupees. So now let's see. Interest I by 2. Why? Because it is paid semi-annually. So F minus P by 2N by F plus P by 2. So that is equals to 140 by 2 plus 1000 minus 1100 by 2 into 10. So by simplifying this, how much we got? 65, that is 70 plus, we got 1000 minus 1100 is minus 100 by 20, that is 5. So 70 minus 5 is 65, and the average of these two is 1050. By simplifying this, we get 0.0619, that multiplied with 100, 6.19 percentage. So the yield to maturity approximation, by using approximation formula, it is 6.19% for this given